Hey guys, it is Cthulthu here, and it is time for another video, episode 3, here we are. So, first of all, let's talk about clues, because that's what I started this video with. So, the clue chests rather, are still building up nicely. I'm not going out of my way to do crazy amounts and to actually find clues, but whenever I do get one, I will eventually do it after the task, usually in between tasks, but even then I might put it off just a little while. But yeah, still going strong, still building up the stacks. I made a decision in terms of when I might open up these clues. Like, I still don't know when exactly I'll do it, but one thing I was thinking about is that I will want to do every single master clue that I get. And I understand that you get master clues from pretty much everything, as in, so while the odds will be lower, you will still get them from easy, mediums and hards, etc, etc. So whenever I get one, and I expect to still therefore get one on all the tasks, all the chests rather, like a few here, a few there, I want to be able to do them straight away. As much as I would love to have like just a wall of collection log opens, and as much as I'd love that just to spam my clan chat with all these collection logs, I'm going to just do them little by little, in terms of then every single time I get a master clue, I stop everything I'm doing and I go and do that master clue. And one of the things that would then stop me from still being able to do it as fluidly as possible would obviously be the requirements that I need to actually get the master clues done. So I don't know what the requirements are, and I need to look that up, and I'll go on to the old school RuneScape wiki to try and find out. But that would be the first mission. The first mission would be to ensure that I have all the gear and I have all the things that I need unlocked. So whether that's skills, I don't know if there is anything else, but potentially music. I'm sure I probably have most music anyway, just as a result of doing quests and being, well, I haven't been everywhere, have I? Like, it's not like I've been to any raids, so I'm sure there's music there that I need to unlock. But anyway, I'm going to get to a point where any unlocks I need, any requirements that I require, I'm going to go make sure that I have them unlocked, so that when I do eventually start opening up chests and I get those master clues, I can do them straight away, bang out the clue, open it up, fantastic, enjoy the rewards, and then get back to opening other chests until the next master clue comes up. And then that way, hopefully, it will be all done within a weekend, because I'm assuming it's going to take me more than a day to open up the chests I have, and that's just the chests I have so far, because obviously now if I'm going to be delaying opening up these chests, because again I still haven't worked out when I actually want to open them up either, like just because I've got the requirements doesn't mean I'm then going to put myself in a position where I start opening them up. I might still wait for something else. I don't know what that something else might look like, but the point being, who knows how many chests I'll actually have to open by the time we get to that stage. So, you know, maybe it's a weekend job, maybe it'll be longer, but I look forward to that day whenever that day happens to be. Now, other than that, still going strong on combat achievements. So you see me killing Cerberus right now. I'm enjoying Slayer. Like, I don't need to be doing Slayer because I'm 99. It's the only 99 I really cared about getting straight away. But I've gone back into killing Slayer again because it just gives you so many good tasks, and obviously when you get a Cerberus task, or in this case a Hellhound task, it just makes it easier to kill these bosses, and I want to make killing these bosses as easy as possible. So really, whenever you see me killing a boss, it's probably because I've got a relevant task. For example, straight after this you'll see me killing the Kalphite Queen, but also then I've been killing Hydra. I'm not even sure, I think Hydra might be a task only boss anyway. I'm not sure if you can kill it unless you have a task, but I'm killing Hydra, I'm killing Bandos, I'm killing, not Bandos actually, have I had a Bandos task? I don't think I have, but I've certainly had a Greater Demon task, you get plenty of those. So I've been killing Zamarok, and that's actually one thing. You won't see it soon, you'll see it maybe in a couple of videos time, but learning the 5-0 method for Zamarok has been a lot of fun. It was, well, obviously originally quite annoying because I was only really killing one boss at a time, and then sometimes because I was still getting used to it, I was forgetting to bring certain potions. Like the second time I actually went, I forgot to bring an antidote, so I literally left straight away after getting the KC, which was annoying. At least the KC's not that hard to get, but still it's a bit of a ball ache. It's still going to be like 10 minutes probably, like even though it might be killing imps. and they're one shot. I mean, you still got to kill 35, or at least in my case, I've got to kill 35, and you still got to travel back and forth. So it is still annoying anyway. But yeah, that's what I've been doing recently. I'll talk more about that when we actually get there. But Cerberus has been a lot of fun just learning it. I was actually doing this. So before I stopped playing old school RuneScape, probably about a year ago now, 9 months ago, let's say. I was trying to learn Cerberus, and it got too annoying trying to get the timings right. Plus, I didn't really do the research into how to get the timing right. Like, it doesn't actually take much effort to just find a video on YouTube and learn how to time your prayers right. And as soon as you watch the relevant video, then you got everything sorted. Like, it really isn't that hard. Like, the color coding has always been the same: blue for mage, green for range, and melee is whatever, it's red in this case, I guess. But yeah, the colour system's always been the same. It's just when you're supposed to pray that's important. And basically, as soon as the ghost attacks and you see it cast its attack, that's when you pray. Simple as. Or rather, sorry, once, let's say, the mage attacks, that's when you actually flick to the next attack. So that's something that I was really easy to pick up. And then, so before I actually bothered learning the mechanic 9 months ago, what I was doing is I was getting, I think, what's called the bulwark shield, whatever it's called, however you say it. But I was using that, and it was a really cringy method where basically I was trying to skip the ghosts. I'm glad I'm not doing that anymore. I'm glad I just learned the mechanic. But it's a lot of fun just learning these mechanics, especially because they're not overly complicated, like the mechanics in RuneScape 3, which are just horrendous and really stupid. Like, I don't know why I want to now pivot just a little bit, but I hate some of the time and DPS gated bosses that you have in RuneScape, and how perfect you have to be, and how top notch your gear has to be able to hit some of these DPS gated mechanics. It's ridiculous. And I don't know if there's anything like that in old school RuneScape. I mean, I'd be surprised if there wasn't one or two here and there. Hopefully it isn't such an elitist kind of task. But anyway, it just made me think of one of the raid bosses in RuneScape 3. I can't remember its name, but anyway, it is what it is. But Cerberus was a lot of fun and still quite simple. I know it's not endgame content, so it is going to be significantly simpler than a raids boss. And I haven't done any raids, so I don't know what they're like yet. But anyway, I'm diverging too much. That was a lot of fun though to kill, and I'm going to keep going back there. The other thing I've been doing, by the way, is I haven't actually been completing my tasks in some cases. So for example, if I get a Hellhound task, I will go and kill Cerberus, but I'm not going to do the whole task as Cerberus. What I have been doing, and I don't know why I've actually done this, but I've been killing like 10, 20 Cerberus, and then I go and change my task. And that's because I have plenty of points to be able to do that. I should probably just kill Hellhounds and finish the task. But anyway, I've just been cancelling the task. And I did the same thing on this Kalphite Queen task as well, which is ultimately I killed 50 because that gave me enough to get all the combat achievements done. The last one being kill 50. And then as soon as I did that, I was like, right, that's it, I'm done with Kalphite Queen. And then I didn't actually finish the task. I cancelled it again. But yeah, that's what I've been doing with some of the bosses. So I won't necessarily finish tasks. I just want to do it enough to either finish the combat achievements or do it to a point where I've enjoyed it and now I'm no longer enjoying it and now I want to do something different. And I think that's the best way to do these things. Whereas I've been doing Greater Demons, I've been doing Krill for Greater Demons, and that's a lot of fun. I haven't stopped having fun there, so that will continue. And Avianzi, I mean, you've got no choice but to basically finish that task, not because, well, you have to, but because if you're going to kill Kriara, you have to kill, I think you have to. I don't know if there is any other way of getting the Armadillo KC, but basically you have to kill, I believe you have to kill Avianzis, however you say it, in order to get your KC to be able to kill Kriara. So you end up doing that task pretty quickly, whether you like it or not, even though you'd prefer to be doing it just on bosses alone. And actually, now I think about it, I would just need those keys, right? Ecumenical keys, and I could kill anything to get those ecumenical keys, as long as it's from the God Wars dungeon in the wilderness. So actually, now I thought about that, that could then prolong my Armadillo or my Kriara kill, so I might consider doing that in the future. One thing I'd really like to do, though, is actually find someone to do this with. Oh, and there we go, that was worth showing you. So, yeah, Cerberus I got a drop. I also got a drop here, Dragon Chain Body. I've got really good memories of Kalphite Queen. In fact, before I just move on to that, so at Cerberus, I didn't get to record it, but I got the Pegasus stone, I think it's called. I'm making that up, but I think it might be called Pegasus. But it's the one that you add to the ranger boots to make it upgrade. Um, and yeah, so I got that drop there, and now I've got a dragon chain, which is wonderful, which is 250 on my collection log. Talking of collection logs, I'd like to try and get up to 1,000, so hopefully when I do open the clue chest, that will make a significant dent into that goal. But I'd like to be quadruple digits in an ideal world. I know that I will never complete it, because completing it takes an insane amount of time, and basically I need to win the lottery, and a substantial amount in the lottery, to be able to retire and just play this game forever and after. And even if I was in that situation, let's be honest, are you going to play RuneScape every day for the rest of your life? Probably not. You get bored of this game eventually, you want to do other things, and yeah, so I doubt I'd be ever in that position to complete the collection log. But still, it would be nice to get quadruple digits. And then going back to where I was saying as well about Kalphite Queen, I love this place. I absolutely love this place. I have such fond memories of killing the Kalphite Queen. A guy who I still know, still friends with, Geo, if he's watching, we used to go and kill the Kalphite Queen together. I went there myself first of all, and I got like 3 or 4 dragon chains on my own. Like 2 of them were back to back as well. And at the time, because this was about 6 months to a year into the release of Kalphite Queen, where the best method was to kill it with Varax. In fact, it was the only method to kill it, frankly, to kill it with Varax. And I just got very lucky at the boss, so I have such good memories of killing it. And then I killed it with Geo, and we got maybe 2 or 3 chains together. Unfortunately, I also had one of my worst experiences at Kalphite Queen, which was ultimately getting scammed by some random kid who got a dragon chain drop, unfortunately, which was really annoying, because if I had got it, I would have split it with him, because that's the type of player I am. I never ever would do something like that, but unfortunately they got the drop, and it was off the basis of, because we wouldn't have had loot share or anything like that, so it was off the basis of him doing more damage, which was probably even more frustrating, because I probably got the majority of the kills as well. But yeah, I didn't get that kill. It happened to be a dragon chain, and he scammed me. He just ran off with it. So that sucked for me. But yeah, I mean, in fact, the worst thing about that experience was as well is that it was leading me on to believe that he would sell it and then split it, because that's another thing that you had to do back then. You'd actually have to go and sell it. I don't know if the Grand Exchange was out at that time, so it's possible that you'd have to go on the forums to actually sell it, as opposed to, well, you could also go to wherever the marketplace at that time was. Maybe it was Varrock, maybe it was Falador. God knows where it was, but yeah, it was just yeah, it was a bit more complicated. Anyway, that's it for this video. Until next time, see you around.